So welcome back to my channel. So in this video I will be giving a review of the 17th match of IPL 2023 between Chennai Super Kings and Rajasthan Royals. The match was actually held on 12th of April 2023 between MA Chidambaram Stadium, Chennai. So the toss for this match was actually won by Chennai Super Kings, and they actually elected to bowl first, and Rajasthan Royals actually batted first. So Rajasthan Royals actually started the innings with SSV Jaiswal and Jos Buttler, and they actually took the score to around 11th in the second over, and Chennai got the wicket of SSV Jaiswal for a score of 10 runs. It was dismissed by Tushar Deshpande, caught by Shivam Dubey. He scored 10 of 8 balls with 2 fours at a strike rate of 125. The next batsman was Devdutt Padikkal, and Devdutt Padikkal and Jos Buttler actually had a very good partnership. They actually hit a lot of boundaries and sixes, and they actually took the score to around 88 in the 9th over. So they actually added around 77 run partnership, and they actually had a strike rate of over 8 to 9 runs per over. And the second wicket fell for the Rajasthan Royals in the fame of Devdutt Padikkal. He was dismissed when he reached 38. He was dismissed by Ravindra Jadeja, caught by Devon Conway for 38. He scored 38 with 26 balls with 5 fours at a strike rate of 146. So the next batsman was Sanju Samson. Unfortunately, Sanju Samson dismissed by Ravindra Jadeja for no score, and Rajasthan Royals were have at 88 for 3 in the 9th over at a run rate of around 10 runs per over. So after the dismissal of Sanju Samson, the Ravichandran Ashwin came as a pinch hitter, and he, along with Buttler, played well and actually hit a lot of boundaries, and they actually took the score to around from 88 for 3. They actually took the score to around 135 in the 15th over at a run rate of around 8 to 9 runs per over. So when the score reached 135 in the 15th over, Ashwin was dismissed. Ashwin scored a well-made 30 of 22 balls with 1 4 and 2 6 at strike rate of 136. And he actually did his job very well as a pinch hitter. And the next batsman was Simon Hetmeyer. And before the so after the arrival of Simon Hetmeyer, Chennai got the wicket of Jos Buttler also. So Jos Buttler was dismissed when the score reached 142 in the 17th over. Jos Buttler was dismissed for a well-made 52 of 36 balls, 1 4 and 3 6 at a strike rate of 144. And the next batsmen were Dhruv Jurel, and after the dismissal of Jos Buttler, Jurel came to the crease, and from 142 for 5 in the 16th over, the score reached 167 in the 19th over. So when the Jurel was dismissed, so 25 runs were actually added in a span of around 2 overs. So majority of those runs, almost 25 of the most of the runs, that is most of the runs were actually scored by Shimon Hetmeyer. He remained not out in this match, and Jurel was dismissed when he reached 4 runs. So the sixth wicket fell for Rajasthan Royals in the form of Jurel in the 19th over, and they also lost the wickets of Holder in the 20th over and Sampa in the 20th over when the score reached 175. So Shimon Hetmeyer actually scored around 20 runs during his partnership with Jurel, and they actually helped Shimon Hetmeyer actually helped the score to reach 175 in the 20th overs. So they actually Rajasthan Royals finished at 175 for 8. Shimon Hetmeyer may not out of 30 of 18 balls with 2 4 and 2 6 at a strike rate of 166. So among the Rajasthan, the contributors were Jos Buttler 52 of 36 balls with a strike rate of 144. Padikkal, Devdutt Padikkal 38 of 26 balls with a strike rate of 146 with 5 fours. And Simon Hetmeyer 13 out of 18 balls, 2 fours and 2 sixes, and Ashwin 30 of 22 balls with 1 fours and 2 sixes, strike of 136. So actually Rajasthan Royals reached a respectable total of 175 for 8. And among the bowling of Chennai Super Kings, the pick of the bowlers by Ravindra Jadeja. He took 2 for 21 of 4 overs at an economy of 5.25 per over. Moeen Ali 2 overs went for 21. He took 1 wicket. He had an economy of 10.5 per over. And Shisada Mangala 2 overs went for 14 runs, and Tikshna was expensive. His 4 overs went for 42 runs, and Tushar Deshpande took 2 for 37 4 overs at an economy 9.25, and Akash Singh's 4 overs went for 40 runs. He took 2 wickets. So altogether a good batting performance by Rajasthan Royals. So if they are able to take some wickets of initial wickets of Chennai Super Kings, they can actually put Chennai Super Kings under pressure and have a good chance to win this match. In reply, Chennai Super Kings started with Ravichandran Ashwin and Devon Conway, but unfortunately, when the score reached 10 in the third over, Ravichandran Ashwin was dismissed after he scored 8 runs. He was dismissed for 8 runs of 10 balls. At the sector 80, he was dismissed by Sandeep Sharma, caught by Yashasvi Jaiswal in the boundary. And the next batsmen were Ajinkya Rahane. Ajinkya Rahane and Devon Conway actually played well, and they actually hit a lot of fours and sixes. They actually had a good run rate, and they actually took the score from around 10 for 1 in the third over to around 78 in the 10th over. So when 78 for they actually had a run rate of around 8 runs per over and hit a lot of boundaries. And the second wicket actually fell for Chennai Super Kings in the terms of Ajinkya Rahane in the 10th over when the score is 78. Ajinkya Rahane was dismissed for 31 of 19 balls with 2 fours and 1 6, a strike rate of 163. So after the dismissal of Ajinkya Rahane, Shivan Dubey came to the crease, and Shivan Dubey was also dismissed when the score is 92 in the 12th over. And so that wicket was also picked by the wicket of Shivan Dubey and Ajinkya Rahane was picked by Ashwin, both of them LBW. Shivan Dubey scored 8 runs of 9 balls with 1 force. And the next batsman was Moeen Ali. Unfortunately, Moeen Ali also dismissed when the score is 102 in the 14th over. So Moeen Ali scored only 7 runs of 10 balls, and he was dismissed by Adam Sampa, wicket spinner Adam Sampa, caught by Sandeep Sharma. And after his dismissal, Ambati Rayudu came to the crease. So Ambati Rayudu's poor run in this IPL continued. He was dismissed when the score reached 1 or 3, and he was dismissed in the 14th over, and he scored only 1 runs of 2 balls. And the next final, after the dismissal of then actually the convoy was also dismissed, and the score reached 113 in the 15th over. So Convoy made a well-made 50 of 38 balls with 6 fours and at a strike rate of 131. So after the dismissal of Convoy, when the score reached 113 in the 15th over, they still required around 60 runs to win for 5 overs, and with the MS Dhoni and Ravindra Jadeja at the crease. So actually, they were actually not very hesitant. They actually took some time to get settled down and actually then started hitting some boundaries and sixes. But what happened was that they actually required a lot of runs in the final few overs, and they were unable to take Chennai to victory. So Dhoni actually hit a lot of fours and sixes. Dhoni remained not out of 32 of 17 balls, 1 fours and 3 sixes, and Jadeja scored 25, 15 balls, 1 fours and 2 sixes. But they were unable to score the winning runs. They actually remained short by 3 runs. So Rajasthan Royals won this match by 3 runs, since they actually in the initial overs of the chase, when requiring 60 runs from 4 overs, they actually could score only 8 to 10 runs in the first few overs, and 17 18th overs they actually required over 20 runs in the last few overs. So that was actually difficult for Chase, but they actually made a good attempt to hit the winning runs thanks to the genius of Dhoni and Jadeja, but they still came short, and Rajasthan Royals won this match by 3 runs. So among the contribution for Chennai, Convoy was the top scorer with 50 or 38 balls. Rahane scored 31 on 18 balls, and Jadeja 25 not out of 15 balls, and Dhoni 32 not out of 17 balls. And so now the bowling of Rajasthan Royals, Sandeep Sharma 3 overs went for 30 runs. He took 1 wicket. He had an economic 10 runs per over. And Kuldeep Sen bowled only 2 overs, but he went only for 8 runs. And Jason Holders took 3 overs, went for 37 at economy of 12.33, was expensive. And Adam Samba was 4 overs, went for 43 runs, he took 1 wicket. And Ashwin was the pick of the bowlers, he's 2 for 25 overs, economy 6.25. And Chahal was also impressive, he's 2 for 27 and 4 overs, economy 6.75. So altogether a good performance by Rajasthan Royals to win this match and restrict Chennai to 172 for 6 in their 20 overs, and they actually picked 2 vital points to take their claim to reach the semi-final of this IPL. So they have a good chance to win this IPL if they are able to retain this form in the next few further matches of this IPL also. The man of the match for this match was actually awarded to Ravichandran Ashwin for his impressive bowling performance with 2 for 25, 4 overs at economic 6.25, and scoring 30 runs during the Rajasthan Royal innings of just scoring 30 runs of just 22 balls.